Police arrested 4 people after a massive fire that damaged a major bridge over the Ohio River. The Daniel Carter Beard Bridge runs between downtown Cincinnati and northern Kentucky. The fire happened on November 1st at a playground underneath the bridge. 2 suspects, Terry Stiles and Zachary Stumpf, are charged with aggravated arson. Their bonds were set at $1 million each. The other 2 suspects, Caitlin Hall and James Hamilton, are charged with obstruction of justice. Their bonds were set at $60,000. Yesterday, a part of Louisville's history was honored with a historical marker at 13th and Muhammad Ali Boulevard, naming it Old Walnut Way.
Yeah, Walnut Street was once a thriving hub for the city's black community, and WDRB's Crystal Goodner is here joining us to tell us why this piece of history is so important. Crystal.
Well, an interesting thing to note is that where we are sitting right now was Walnut Street. WDRB Studios, which is located on Muhammad Ali Boulevard, rest on what was once a thriving, bustling corridor for black Louisville. Walnut Street was a thriving hub for black-owned businesses, entertainment, and culture, and it was a place where black excellence thrived during segregation, and it was during its height between the 1930s and the 1950s.
All right, so tell us more about this historical marker put up to commemorate this moment in time, Crystal.
Absolutely. The guy that's responsible for this historic marker is a lifelong resident of West Louisville and a community activist. His name is Nathaniel Spencer. He started a petition, and he was really the engine behind this whole initiative. And he shared his vision with District 4 Councilman Ja'Cory Arthur, and that's really when this movement began to pick up steam. Ken Clay, who opened the first African-American culture shop here in Louisville, and sculptor Ed Hamilton, and also activist Rhonda Mathis became advocates. And how can you say no to those history makers?
Yeah, apparently Councilman Arthur's not a big fan of these honorary signs, so to get him on board was a pretty big deal here to get this sign put up.
Absolutely, Scott. He was extremely candid. He told me that he isn't a fan of them because of the cost, and that those funds could be used to put a family in a hotel when it's cold outside. But this street sign was different.
I was kind of surprised that we didn't already have a street sign honoring Walnut Street. It's important that when people see it, they can pull out their phone and Google it. They can go to the Western Library in Russell and look up that history, and it inspires them to continue fighting for the future that we know we all deserve.
And Kevin Fields, president and CEO of the Louisville Central Community Center, has always been an advocate of preserving the history of Walnut Street. Why was this so important to him, Crystal?
Absolutely. Kevin Fields is always so vocal that he grew up in the former Beecher Terrace housing projects, which was right off of the Walnut Street intersection. And he remembers going to find his mom at the Top Hat Club, and the Top Hat Club was a very popular club on Walnut Street, and it would ignite a passion in him that he weaved into his career as president of LCCC.
When we acquired this property here at 1300 Ali Boulevard in 1999, we claimed a vision of Old Walnut Street. So our campus is called Old Walnut Street, and we claimed a vision to be a catalyst for economic transformation.
Walnut Street fell victim to urban renewal, and much of the area was demolished in the late 60s. But this marker will spark a new generation of interest of what was and what can be. Yeah,
as they try to get revitalization in downtown Louisville again. And those markers, you know, if you walk by one and you stop and read it, you're always glad you did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, Crystal.
Thank you.